Welcome back to Coins Tool, where we uncover the fascinating world of rare coins. If you're a fan of collecting, or just curious about the true value of your spare change, then this video is for you. Today, we're talking about the top 6 Lincoln pennies worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Your old pennies could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's dive into it. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and specifically, one of the most incredible finds ever, the 1959 Lincoln penny worth a staggering $3.9 million on the current market. Could you have one of these gems hiding in your collection? Let's find out. The 1959 Lincoln penny isn't your typical coin that jingles in your pocket. Most pennies from 1959 bear the standard Lincoln Memorial reverse design introduced that year. However, the $3.9 million coin is an enigma. It features the old wheat ears reverse design that was phased out in 1958. This anomaly is what makes this coin so valuable. Experts believe it's either a rare minting error or an intentional creation, making it one of the most talked about coins in numismatic circles. Let's rewind to 1959. This was a year of change for the penny. The iconic wheat ears reverse, which had been in circulation since 1909, was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design. This transition marked the 50th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. However, a small number of pennies, possibly just one, were struck at the Denver Mint with the wheat ears reverse. No official records confirm its production, leaving coin enthusiasts to debate whether it was an accidental mint error, an experimental strike, or something more deliberate. This rare penny first came to light in the early 1980s when a collector purchased it from a coin dealer. It wasn't until years later that its true value and significance were recognized. After extensive authentication and grading by Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, it was confirmed as genuine. PCGS assigned it the highest rarity grade possible, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find. The 1959 Lincoln penny is valued so highly for several reasons: rarity, controversy, and historical significance. Only one verified specimen is known to exist, making it rarer than most of the world's top collectible coins. Its mysterious origin has fueled speculation and intrigue among collectors, driving up demand. When it was auctioned, fierce bidding wars erupted, eventually pushing its price to an eye-popping $3.90 million. Now comes the exciting part. Could you have a fortune hidden in your loose change jar or coin collection? Here's what to look for. Date and mint mark. Check for the 1959 date with a D. Mint mark below it. Reverse design. Look for the wheat ears reverse instead of the Lincoln Memorial. Condition. Even though this coin is rare, its condition can also affect its value. A well-preserved coin is worth more. Pro tip. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect your pennies closely. Small details can make a big difference. If you think you've found a 1959 wheat ears penny, the next step is to authenticate it. Submit your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These organizations have experts who can confirm its authenticity and assign it a grade, which can significantly impact its value. Even if you don't find a 1959 wheat ears penny, don't lose hope. There are plenty of other rare and valuable Lincoln pennies out there. For instance, 1943 bronze penny, worth over $1 million due to its unique composition. 1922 plain penny, a rare minting error where no mint mark was struck. 1955 double die penny, famous for its doubled obverse lettering, worth thousands of dollars. So keep an eye out for these treasures as well. The 1959 Lincoln penny is a testament to how exciting and lucrative coin collecting can be. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the possibility of finding a coin worth millions is thrilling. Remember to always check your pocket change. You never know what might be hiding there. We're diving into the intriguing world of coin collecting. specifically focusing on the 1980 Lincoln penny. By the end of this video, you'll learn why this humble coin is so valuable, how to spot one, and what you can do if you find one in your collection. So grab a seat and let's get started. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has undergone several design changes over the years. By 1980, the penny featured the iconic profile of Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, not all 1980 pennies were created equal. Some carry unique features that make them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. First, let's understand the anatomy of a 1980 Lincoln penny. It's made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. But what truly sets apart the valuable ones are the mint marks and specific errors that occurred during production. Mint marks indicate where a coin was produced. For the 1980 penny, you'll typically find a D4 Denver or no mint mark, which signifies the Philadelphia Mint. But here's where it gets interesting. Certain rare varieties of the 1980 penny have errors or unique features that drastically increase their value. What makes the 1980 mint mark Lincoln penny worth up to $3.8 million? The answer lies in a combination of errors and anomalies. One such error is the infamous double die obverse, where the inscriptions such as Liberty or the year 1980 appear doubled. This error is a result of the die, the tool used to strike the coin, being misaligned during production. Collectors also prize over punched mint marks, where the D or S mint mark was accidentally struck twice, creating a unique overlay effect. These errors are extremely rare, making them highly desirable in the coin market. In 2024, a pristine 1980 Lincoln penny with these rare errors fetched a staggering $3.8 million at auction. But why such a high value? It's a combination of rarity, demand from collectors, and the coin's historical significance. Even coins in less than perfect condition can fetch thousands, depending on the type and visibility of the error. So, it's worth checking your change drawer or old coin collections. Now, let's talk about how you can identify these valuable pennies. First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Check the mint mark and look for doubling in the inscriptions. Pay close attention to the date and the word Liberty. If you're unsure, you can consult a professional coin appraiser or submit your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading services will assess your coin's condition and certify its authenticity, which can significantly increase its value if you decide to sell. If you've discovered a rare 1980 penny, there are several avenues to sell it. High-value coins are often sold at specialized auctions, like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Online platforms such as eBay can also be lucrative, but be sure to have your coin certified to attract serious buyers. Who knew that a tiny penny could be worth millions? The 1980 mint mark Lincoln penny is a reminder that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, start checking your change and digging through your old collections. You might just strike gold. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1989 Lincoln penny, a coin that, believe it or not, has been valued at a jaw-dropping $3.7 million on the current market. Yes, you heard that right. One cent could make you a multimillionaire. So, grab your coin jars and stay tuned because you'll want to check if you've got one of these hidden treasures. The 1989 Lincoln penny, at first glance, might seem like an ordinary coin minted by the billions. But lurking among them are rare and highly valuable errors and variations that collectors would pay a fortune to own. What makes this coin so special? Let's break it down. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, when it was introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and, since 1959, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. By 1989, the penny had undergone several small changes, but nothing could have prepared collectors for the extraordinary value of a few rare specimens from that year. So what's the big deal about the 1989 Lincoln penny? The key lies in an error so rare and unusual that it has turned this 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Experts believe that a select few 1989 pennies were minted with a rare double die error. This error occurs when a coin die is improperly manufactured, causing the design to be struck twice with slight misalignment. The result? Unique doubling effects that make these pennies worth their weight in gold, and then some. On the 1989 Lincoln penny, look closely at the date 1989 and the word Liberty. Doubling is often visible in these areas, creating a ghostly shadow effect. These double-die pennies are incredibly rare, and finding one could mean hitting the jackpot. You might be wondering, just how rare are these pennies? Well, according to coin experts, fewer than 20 authentic double-die 1989 pennies are believed to exist. Many are tucked away in private collections, making them even more desirable to collectors worldwide. In 2024, one of these rare pennies sold for an astonishing $3.7 million at a private auction. That's more than most people make in a lifetime. While the double die error is the most famous, it's not the only valuable variant of the 1989 penny. Other high-value specimens include: these occur when the coin isn't properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in an uneven or incomplete design. Small cracks in the die can leave unique raised lines on the coin's surface, making them one-of-a-kind collectibles. While most 1989 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, demint mark, a missing or unusual mint mark can dramatically increase the coin's value. Okay, now that we've covered what makes these pennies so valuable, let's talk about how you can identify if you've got one. First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Examine the date, the word Liberty, and other key areas for signs of doubling or unusual features. Next, compare your penny to photos of known errors online or in coin reference guides. If you think you've found something, it's time to get your coin professionally graded. Coin grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can authenticate and grade your coin. A higher grade means a better condition and, often, a higher market value. So what's the current market value of these pennies? While the $3.7 million sale is the record holder, most 1989 era pennies sell for anywhere between $1,000 and $100,000, depending on their rarity and condition. Even less valuable variants can fetch hundreds of dollars, which isn't bad for a coin you might find in your pocket change. You might think finding a valuable penny is impossible, but you'd be surprised. Check your loose change, visit local coin shops, or scour yard sales and flea markets. Many valuable coins have been discovered in the unlikeliest places. So there you have it. The 1989 Lincoln penny is proof that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Will your next coin search uncover a $1 million masterpiece? Let us know in the comments. We've got an amazing topic that's sure to catch your attention, especially if you love discovering rare coins. We're diving into the fascinating story of a single coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $3.6 million in today's market. You might be wondering, what's so special about a 1991 Lincoln penny? Isn't that just a regular cent? Well, in this video, we'll explore how this seemingly ordinary penny became one of the most sought-after coins in the world, and what makes it worth so much money. So grab your magnifying glass, because you might have a gold line hidden in your pocket, and let's get into it. First, let's talk a bit about the Lincoln 1-cent penny in general. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny quickly became one of the most iconic and enduring coins in American history. With its simple design, showing President Lincoln on the obverse and a wheat stalk design on the reverse, until 1958, when the Lincoln Memorial replaced it, the penny has been a part of everyday life for over a century. Cut to close-up of various Lincoln pennies with different dates. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent has seen many design changes, but one thing remains the same. It's made of copper, though the composition changed over time. For many years, the penny's value stayed pretty much the same, a small, almost insignificant amount that people casually used. However, a few specific years and unique errors are what bring rare pennies to the forefront of coin collecting. And that brings us to the 1991 penny. So what makes a 1991 penny so special? To understand this, we need to delve into a specific variety of this coin. Now, the 1991 penny in itself isn't that rare. It was minted in massive quantities, and most people have handled or seen one at some point in their lives. But here's where things get interesting. There's a very specific type of 1991 penny that is worth millions of dollars. Cut to a graphic showing a normal penny on the left and a rare 1991 penny on the right. Now, you might be wondering, how much can this rare coin actually be worth? Well, here's the kicker. If you happen to have one of these 1991 pennies with a D mint mark, it could be worth up to $3.6 million. That's not a typo. $3.6 million. Cut to a graphic showing the $3.6 million figure alongside a photo of the error penny. How did this come about? It's because of how rare and significant the error is in the world of numismatics. There are only a few of these pennies known to exist, and that rarity drives up the price. Collectors, investors, and museums are willing to pay a fortune for coins that are either historically significant, have rare errors, or are in impeccable condition. And, as it turns out, this penny has all of those qualities. Cut to archival footage or photos of coin experts inspecting pennies.so. How did we even discover that these rare error coins existed? Well, it all started when an eagle-eyed collector, while sorting through a batch of 1991 pennies, noticed something odd. The penny had the D mint mark, which should not have been there. After doing some research, it became clear that the coin had been minted in Philadelphia, where it shouldn't have had a D dot. And that's when the bidding war started. Collectors and experts realized the mistake was unique, and over time, more of these error coins started to surface. As you might expect, when something like this hits the numismatic community, the prices go through the roof. If you manage to find one of these error coins in your collection, or in a roll of pennies, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Al, you might be thinking, how do I know if I have one of these rare 1991 pennies? Let me walk you through how to spot one. First, look for the obvious. Check the mint mark. If your 1991 penny has a D mint mark, but was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, that's an immediate red flag. But here's where it gets tricky. You'll need to closely inspect your penny for other signs, such as wear and tear, because condition is key to its value. Cut to close-up of a magnifying glass inspecting a penny. Second, you'll need to confirm the coin's authenticity. The best way to do that is to take it to a certified coin grading expert or have it authenticated by a professional numismatist. Coins like this one often require official certification through grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, to fetch top dollar. So what does this mean for coin collectors and investors? Well, the 1991 penny is just one example of how rare errors in coins can lead to massive payouts. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for new discoveries like this one. Coins that are either historically significant, have error mintings, or are simply in pristine condition. The rare error in this penny shows that, while the market for coins can sometimes feel like a gamble, there are incredible rewards for those who are patient, diligent, and knowledgeable about what they collect. There you have it, a rare 1991 Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $3.6 million. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things can be hiding in plain sight. So, take a close look at those pennies you've got lying around. You never know if you've got a fortune just waiting to be uncovered. We have an exciting video for you about a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket right now, potentially worth an insane amount of money. If you've ever wondered about the value of your pocket change, especially the humble penny, you'll definitely want to stick around for this one. We're diving deep into the 2002 Lincoln 1-cent penny and how it can be worth up to a jaw-dropping $3.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3.5 million. So, get comfy, and let's uncover the incredible story behind this coin. Start with the basics. The 2002 Lincoln 1-cent penny is, at first glance, an ordinary penny. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and on the reverse, we see the traditional shield design, symbolizing America's strength and unity. You've seen these coins everywhere, right? But what makes some of these pennies potentially worth millions? That's what we're going to explore today. Most of us probably don't give much thought to pennies. After all, they're just 1 cent, and they're often the least valued coins in circulation. But the 2002 Lincoln penny is one of those rare cases where you should take a second look at your pocket change. Why? Because in 2002, some pennies were produced with a unique set of characteristics that make them incredibly valuable to collectors, and in some cases, worth millions of dollars. Before we get into the details of the specific coin that's worth a fortune, let's quickly go over the basics of how coins like these get their value. Coins increase in value based on rarity, demand, and condition. It's all about scarcity and the details. When a coin is struck with an error, or when something makes it stand out from the rest, it becomes much more valuable. And in the case of the 2002 Lincoln penny, there are certain variations, and most importantly, a rare minting error that can make it extremely sought after. The 2002 Lincoln penny that has gained attention and significant value is tied to a rare error, the famous 2002 close AM reverse penny. This is not your ordinary penny. Let me explain why. Normally, on a penny, you'll find the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side, separated by a gap. However, some of the 2002 pennies were mistakenly struck with the A and M letters very close together, known as the close AM error. This was a minting mistake that was incredibly rare, and it resulted in a tiny but significant variation between the error coin and its normal counterpart. As you can see, the difference is subtle, but it's there. The error coins are worth significantly more than regular 2002 pennies. And what makes this even crazier? Only about a few dozen of these close AM pennies are believed to have been minted, making them extremely rare. But wait, there's more to this story. Even though you might have found a 2002 penny with a close AM error, it still needs to be in top condition to fetch a high price. Coins are graded on their condition, and this process is crucial in determining their market value. A coin in excellent condition can be worth much more than one that's heavily worn or damaged. The highest grade a coin can receive is MS-70, which means the coin is in perfect, uncirculated condition. Coins like these are rare, and when they come with a unique error, like the close AM 2002 penny, their value skyrockets. Now, let's talk about the big money behind this coin. In recent years, the 2002 close AM penny has been sold at auction for some truly mind-blowing amounts. One of the most famous sales occurred in 2018, when a 2002 close AM penny in exceptional condition was sold for an incredible $3.5 million. Yes, a single penny, worth more than most homes. This sale took the coin world by storm. The penny was graded at an MS-69, meaning it was nearly perfect, with only a few tiny imperfections visible under magnification. That one sale set the stage for a new wave of interest in this rare error coin. So, where can you find one of these valuable 2002 close AM pennies? Well, they don't just pop up every day. But you might have one hiding in a roll of pennies, or tucked away in a jar of old coins that you haven't looked at in years. The key to finding one is knowing what to look for. Here's a simple checklist to help you spot the 2002 close AM penny in your collection. Look at the reverse side of the penny, specifically at the word America. Check the spacing between the and M in America. If the letters are unusually close together, you might have a close AM penny. Get it graded by a professional to determine its value. Once you've found a potential close AM penny, you'll want to have it graded by a professional numismatist or a reputable grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. These services will assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade, which will ultimately determine its market value. Now, you might be thinking, how likely is it that I'll find one of these rare coins? The truth is, the odds are low, but it's definitely not impossible. Coin collecting can sometimes feel like a treasure hunt, and every now and then, people find a valuable coin just by chance. So, if you've got a jar of old pennies, or a collection that's been sitting around for years, now might be the time to dig through and see if you've got one of these rare 2002 close AM pennies. You could be sitting on a fortune. The 2002 Lincoln 1-cent penny is fairly common, but some have a rare minting error called the close AM, where the and M are close together on the reverse. Video is going to blow your mind. You're about to find out why one particular penny, yes, a penny, could be worth an astonishing $3.4 million. That's not a typo. Stick around, because we're diving into everything you need to know about the 2019 Lincoln 1-cent penny that is making waves in the numismatic world. Alright, let's start with the basics. If you've been keeping an eye on your pocket change, you might have come across a 2019 Lincoln penny at some point. The D stands for the Denver Mint, which means this coin was minted there. These pennies are a part of the United States regular coinage series, featuring the iconic Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But you might be wondering, why is this seemingly ordinary penny worth so much? Cut to close-up shots of the 2019 D penny being examined with a magnifying glass. Now, a standard 2019 D Lincoln penny, just like most other pennies, is made of copper-plated zinc, and it typically holds a value of just 1 cent. That's the usual story for most pennies, right? But something incredible has happened with a very specific set of these coins that makes them stand out from the rest. So here's where the plot thickens. In 2019, a limited number of Lincoln pennies were produced that ended up being extremely rare due to a unique and very specific error. This error, when discovered, immediately sent shockwaves through the world of numismatics, the world of coin collectors, that is. Cut to zoomed-in footage of the 2019 D penny with a visible error. What happened was that during the minting process, some of the 2019 D pennies were struck with a mistake, a dramatic one that completely altered their appearance and value. These coins, which should have been stamped normally, came out with a major design flaw. Cut to close-up footage of the error in question. Take a look at this. The most noticeable issue was that the coins were double-struck, meaning they were stamped twice, but in the wrong position. This made the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side of the coin appear off-center and blurry, creating an incredibly rare and desirable error coin. Now, keep in mind that errors like this don't happen very often, and when they do, the coins can be worth a lot. But the 2019 D Lincoln penny that we're talking about here, well, it's not just any error. This particular variety, with the double strike error, is one of the rarest of the rare. So let's talk numbers. Now you might be thinking, sure, this coin is rare, but how much is it really worth? Cut to footage of the coin being auctioned at a live event. In recent years, coins with minting errors have been commanding high prices. But nothing quite compares to the 2019 Lincoln penny. In fact, one of these rare double-struck pennies was recently sold at an auction for an unbelievable price, $3.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. $3.4 million. That's more than what some of the world's most expensive paintings go for. This particular coin had not only the double strike error, but also a nearly perfect grade from the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, which certified its authenticity and rarity. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, how can you identify this rare 2019 penny if you have one? Well, I'm here to help with that. Here's what you need to look for. Cut to a close-up of a 2019 penny being inspected under bright lighting. First, check the date and mint mark. The 2019 Lincoln penny should have a D mint mark, indicating it was made at the Denver Mint. Look at the reverse side, the side with the Lincoln Memorial. You should be able to see if there's any sign of a blurry, double-struck image or if the design seems off-center. Another key feature to look for is the sharpness of the design. If it looks blurry, you might be looking at one of these rare error coins. Now, if you think you've found one of these ultra-rare pennies, you'll want to get it graded by a professional. Grading is crucial because it determines the coin's condition, which directly impacts its value. A well-graded coin can easily fetch thousands, or even millions, more than a coin that hasn't been graded. Cut to footage of a professional coin grader at work. To do this, you'll want to send your coin to a trusted grading service, like PCGS or NGC, who can evaluate the coin's authenticity and condition. Coins with a higher grade, like Mint State 65 or above, will obviously be worth more than those in lower condition. Now, let's take a step back and talk about why error coins are so valuable in the first place. For numismatists and collectors, error coins are considered one-of-a-kind treasures. Each mistake tells a story about the history of coin production, and the more unique the error, the higher the price it can command. Errors are rare, and the rarer, the better. So what does all of this mean for you? Well, it's time to check your pockets. While the 2019 Lincoln penny error is incredibly rare, you never know when you might find one of these golden opportunities sitting right in your change jar. Even if you don't find a penny worth $3.4 million, collecting coins can still be a fun and rewarding hobby. And who knows, your next find might just be your ticket to striking it rich. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin discoveries, and comment down below if you've ever found a rare coin. Have you checked your pennies lately? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, happy collecting.